Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today, your boy really hurt himself again. Like, hopefully this is the one major injury of the year. But your boy's out for a bit. Your boy's out. Really hope I have no boogers in my nose. But your boy's out. Your boy's out for a little bit. He really messed up his knee. I'm not sure what I did completely because I have to go get an MRI. That's coming some point this week. I will let you guys know once I have like a good analyses on what's going on here, but till then, I just hurt my knee really bad. Here's a picture, swollen like a softball. So your boy's been kicking it, just icing, heating, you know. But hey, what up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today, a little story time because like I said, can't really walk, skate, move. It's been rough. Today, story time, you guys already know from the thumbnail and the title, is fires. House fires to be exact. There's a lot of stories about fires. Been in a bunch of fires, but this is house fires. Let's just start it off and let's just get straight into it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's just get straight into it. Okay, so story number one starts off, we are in San Diego. It's me, my dad, my stepmom at the time, and then my little brother and sister Tyler in London. We're all just camping, having a ball, and your boy's like, you know what sounds like a good idea right now? Let's go roll around in the grass. So I got all my little homies with me, like my cousins and stuff pulled up, and we're all just rolling around in the grass, right? Just having a ball. And all of a sudden, I just get really sick. Like, I'm just feeling so sick. So I just go and lay. I remember watching The Jungle Book in this like RV camper, chilling there, and I ended up falling asleep till about 2 in the morning. So 2 in the morning hits, and I'm feeling so itchy, just like scratching my whole body. But I'd never had anything like this happen before, so I'm confused as all hell. It's dark in the RV, I can't see anything, and I'm just scratching as hard as I can. It just feels so good. And then finally, like, I've been like telling my dad, I'm like, yo, wake up, hey Pop, wake up. But he's just not waking up. He's not feeling it. So I have to finally like just shove him, and he wakes up finally, and I'm like, yo Pop, I can't like do anything, like I am so itchy right now. And he's like, all right, let's go check it out. I end up chilling in the RV for like an hour longer. He's basically just telling me to go back to bed, go back to bed, go back to bed. I'm like, fine, dude, whatever. 6 a.m. runs around. I remember the sun wasn't completely like starting to come up, but it was like where it was like going from like a dark blue to like a lighter blue, but it was still dark out. We couldn't see anything. So we're walking to these bathrooms. They're the only place with light on the campground. We get there, and my dad just looks at me. He goes, I was covered head to toe in welts, probably this big, and I was tiny because I was probably like 5 or 6 at the time. This doesn't really make sense with any of the fire stuff. Just hold on, I'm getting there. This is just a little like pre-text. Basically, I'm dying. We go to the hospital finally, and they basically give me amoxicillin. So amoxicillin, if you didn't know, is a derivative of penicillin, and penicillin is basically used for any type of infection. It's like the cure for everything. Everybody uses penicillin for like anything. Oh my. But if you didn't know, I'm deathly allergic to penicillin, like deathly allergic. So they give me amoxicillin to help with the hives, I guess. And so they send me home. I put some of this like amoxicillin cream all over myself. It made it 10 times worse. So now I'm really dying. I'm sitting in this bed laying there. I remember my stepmom at the time came in to like see what was going on, and she was like, oh, he's fine. And then my dad came in, and he was like, oh my God, he is not fine. I was sitting there breathing, but every time I take a breath in, all you would hear is crazy because my windpipes were closing, so it was a whistle. So my dad just grabs me, throws me in the car. We go out to the ER. I don't remember any of this, but apparently the nurse came out with like 6 EpiPens and just started sticking my ass. Yeah, so that's the little pre-context. So from the hospital, I go to my mom's house. Back in the day when I lived with my mom was going through a lot of stuff with relationships. She had a really bad drinking problem that finally just kind of like figured itself out. I think my mom realized that like after the last one that she's not gonna live if this happens again. Just a little side note. Just so you guys know, my mom has been legally dead 5 times in my life so far. So, drinking, my mom, no, bad. Glad she doesn't do that anymore. She's clean. She's been clean for a long ass time now. She's working, dude. She's doing so good. So, big W's in chat for mom. Say W Rhonda. W Rhonda's in chat. But yeah, so I get to my mom's house, and at this point, like I said, my mom's not doing good. We're living pretty poorly, honestly, like burning furniture to stay warm in our house. Like, it was getting pretty crazy. We're doing that, and this is pretty much routine. Like, and I'm young, so I don't really, like, know the aspect of everything that's going on. But I don't know. I have a little idea because it's not normal. It's not like my dad's house. It's totally different. But it's whatever. I just fucking love seeing my mom and my little brother. So, I mean, whatever. Night comes around, and we're all getting ready to go to bed. I remember we were all sitting on the couch just kind of chilling because that was the only place you could really stay warm in my house because the wood-burning stove was right there. My mom's throwing wood, whatever, fucking chairs, all kinds of stuff in the wood-burning stove. Sitting there getting ready to go to bed, and we all finally start to go to bed. Devin's falling asleep on the floor. We have a giant L-shaped couch like this. I guess for you guys it would be like this. So basically my little brother Nash was sitting right here on this L, like the bottom part of the L, and me and my mom were sitting foot to foot right here. And I just remember I was sleeping, having like, I don't remember the dream, but I remember it being pretty tight. But then all of a sudden it was so strange. It just got cut. Like, it was like a movie. Like, someone just cut the movie right there and then started a whole different movie. Like, I've never, like, I know that's how dreams work, but I've never seen the cut, I guess. But for this one, I totally saw the cut. It just stopped. And then all I could see was this whitish blue light. And just for you, so you guys know, I'm not religious at all. I'm not religious in the slightest bit. I'm hopeful, okay? Like, I just take a little bit from everything and go with that because I think literally at the end of the day, basically all the fucking Torah, the Bible, like, all these things, the message in it's just do good, really. So I just try to do good. Okay, so I might look a little bit different. I ended up having to let my phone cool down for a bit, and then I fell asleep and edited that first half, which it looks good, so I'm excited. So basically, I'm seeing this white light. It's like whitish, bluish, and it's so bright, like it's blinding. And then all of a sudden, I hear this like very distant voice. It's far away, so I can't like hear it very well, but I can hear it enough to make out what they're saying. But I can't like tell if it's male or female. But all I hear is, "Wake up. Logan, you have to wake up right now." Like, I still remember those words perfectly in my mind. So I wake up, and I'm just kind of like out of it still because I'm just opening my eyes. But I realize as soon as I'm opening my eyes, I'm like rubbing them. They sting so bad. Like, I can't even keep my eyes open for that long. And so I'm kind of tripping on it. I'm like, all right, this is weird. So I finally like get my eyes open long enough to like look around. And as I'm looking around, I can't see anything. It's like, it's so smoky in here, I can't see my hand this far from my face. Like, it's crazy. Looking around, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to assess the situation. I'm still young, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, smoke. I think we're in a fire. So I'm like pushing my mom, like, hey, Mom, wake up, wake up, wake up. Like, it's really smoky in here. But like I said, we weren't living the best. So my mom would always kind of leave the wood-burning stove open so she could just put like a bunch of firewood and shit in there. Safety, it's a pretty bad idea, realistically. All it takes is something falling out, catching the whole house on fire. That's what we had to do. It was always kind of smoky in the house just because the wood-burning stove was open, so it's kind of smoking out the house a little bit. This one was different. It was way different. It was way smokier. So I'm like trying to get her awake as hard as I can. Mom, wake up right now. She's not waking up. So I'm like still kind of tripping out. I'm like, all right, what do I do? Like, she's not waking up. She's incoherent. She's passed out, just done. And I got my two little brothers right by me. So I have to like make a play. So I'm sitting here like chilling for a second. And then all of a sudden I hear Devin like start to like rustle around. And he wakes up and he's like, whoa, it's really smoky in here. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, help me wake up, Mom. So we like both get her now. Now we're like really pushing her. And I'm like, she finally like gets up and rubs her eyes real quick. And she's like, oh my God, we got to get out of here right now. We wake up my little brother Nash, who was sleeping over here, grab my little brother Devin, and we bolt out the door. I remember I couldn't really see flames, but I could see like the light illuminating from down the hallway where the flames were bursting, basically. I'm like, oh snap. We get out of there. We go into my mom's truck. It was like my grandma's truck at the time. I don't know if you guys are going to know what this is because this is kind of like a 90s, like early 2000s type truck, really. Basically, trucks back in the day used to have, I'm making my dad sound so old. They used to have like a keypad at the top where you could dial whoever. So we dialed 911 and I'm talking to him through the truck. And I remember just talking about like my favorite animals. Like, I really wasn't thinking about the fact that we just went through a house fire. My mom said she had to go back in, so she runs back in real quick, trying to salvage, see like how bad everything was. She runs back out, and she's like, yeah, this is getting really bad. At this point, the fire's pretty contained in her room, but it could spread at any second. Literally, all it takes is like a gust of wind, and my whole house is on fire. So, sitting in the car, I'm talking to this 911 operator, and finally, around like, it probably took like 20 minutes. So it's crazy that the house didn't end up burning down all the way. Fire truck pulls up. We're sitting there. They put out the fire. I remember just sitting there, kind of just doing my thing, just chilling. Not really like in shock, I guess, but kind of. But I was too young to really know what that meant. So I was just kind of like, just doing my thing. So firefighters put it out. One goes in there real quick, and all he comes out with is one bra. It was my mom's bra. And he's like, this is all I could save. She grabs her bra. She's like, thanks, I guess. We load up into the truck, and we go to my grandma's house. End up just chilling there for probably like a month. Like I said, I was more living with my dad at the time, so I was just visiting. But I was visiting my grandma's instead of that house. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, that's basically it. We just kind of chilled there after that for a couple months and then moved back in. And basically what had happened, how the fire had started. We had this stray cat that would like to jump through my mom's window and just come chill. But this stray cat would just pop up and just was the homie, I guess. But one time he popped in, and my mom had a candle lit on her dresser. And when he jumped in, he knocked it over, and it lit the carpet on fire under it and started a fire. So that's the time I basically saved my whole family from a fire and almost died like 3 times in the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did make it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And more story times coming soon, because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Acting so intoxicated when you text me, hold on.